Thanks so much for coming in tonight. What we do here at Bulrush is ultimately try to come up with the definition of what is Ozark cuisine. And we do that because currently there's not really a consensus on what that means. For us, looking at modern Ozark cuisine doesn't quite get to the essence or the root of that definition. And so we look back to history. We like to follow the metaphor that you see in superhero novels and movies of the origin story. And so what is the origin story of Ozark cuisine? For us, that means looking back to the early 19th century, a little bit of the late 18th century, but looking at that point in time when the indigenous Osage people first started interacting with the European settlers and immigrants. And those settlers and immigrants oftentimes would bring the enslaved with them. Those three distinct cultures coming together at one particular time, sharing their skills, their knowledge of agriculture, looking at what they foraged and what they hunted, how they celebrated. Looking at all these things combined gives us what, again, we call the origin story of Ozark cuisine. And it gives us some clues into what this might be as we look forward into the future or into present times. Because if we look at modern Ozark cuisine, it's whitewashed with everything you would see in Appalachia, the Midwest, really throughout the whole country. And so trying to find that distinct nature of Ozark foods, we have to go back to the past. And so tonight, that's what we're going to be doing in these 5 courses. You're going to see a number of things that hopefully will have some familiarity but shouldn't look familiar to you, because if we're serving foods from the early 19th century, I think, quite frankly, you would not find it enjoyable. So we take our modern sensibilities, our knowledge of flavor pairings, our modern cooking techniques, and apply those to these old traditions and customs. And so that's what we're going to be doing tonight in 5 courses. This first course is a really good example of how we do this. It's just a simple roasted beet, but the roasted beet has a few surprises with it. You'll find some apricot, Shisho, pickled redbud capers, pickled gooseberries, and a yogurt. We make our own yogurt. Everything that you're going to eat tonight, even the most base ingredient, we do make in-house. Our vinegars, misos, everything. And so this is a house-made yogurt that we've whipped and sweetened with a black locust blossom honey to give it just a little bit of sweetness. And some shaved Brussels sprouts that are tossed in a dressing of fermented honey egg white amino dressing. Egg white amino is part of our zero waste initiative, where we don't let anything go into the dumpster. We find a use for it and try to elevate things that other kitchens might toss. We try to reclaim them and give them a life where they can shine on their own. As we do this tonight, know that we have a Spotify playlist. You can see the detailed description of the menu down below this video. Depending on your player, you might have to click on the 3 dots or the hamburger symbol. But there will be a detailed description under each video. Also, you'll see the link to our Spotify playlist. It's music that our team has hand-selected that we think goes great with the evening. You can't be inside with us to share the ambiance here, but you certainly can listen to the same music we're listening to in the kitchen. And also, as the night goes on, you might want to look at some of the cool products that we've made, some of them that are being served tonight. I mentioned the vinegars that we make. We also make hot sauces and shrubs for cocktails. All of these things will come with recipes and how to use them. There's a link below that will take you to our shopping site, and if you shop throughout the meal, at the end of the meal, we'll remind you to close that out, and then we'll bring the retail items right out to your car. So again, thank you so much for coming tonight. These are tough times, and your support means the world to us. Enjoy yourself. Let us know if there's anything we can do to make your night more enjoyable, and enjoy your first course.